Good morning. This is Tony Cherniawski, manager of the Practical Investor, LLC. Today is April the 24th, 2009, and the topic of the day is the Battle of the Trendlines. This video is meant for instruction and entertainment purposes only. This is not a solicitation to buy or sell any security. A purchase or sale of a security may result in a loss of principal. Please consult with an expert advisor who may explain the risks of any investment you may wish to consider. You cannot invest directly in an index. Good morning. I'd like to just bring you up to date on what's going on in the market. We had a very strong down day on Monday, and yet somehow the market seems to have been going sideways or maybe even a little bit up since then. So one has to wonder, what is going on with the market? Well, I've been showing this analysis to my subscribers, and I think I'd like to share this with you and give you an insight on what is going on in the market. The first thing that we'd like to look at is the Standard & Poor's Index. So let's bring the chart up right now. The Standard & Index has what's called an ending diagonal, or another word for it might be a bearish wedge. The reason why is that the diagonal becomes smaller and the volume drops off considerably towards the end. Finally, it breaks the trend line. What's interesting is that we have another a little anomaly here called a throwback, where the index is coming back to retest the underside of the trend line. So far, it's failed, and that might be a good sign for the bears and not so good a sign for the bulls. However, it doesn't seem to have gone anywhere since then, and the question is, why is that? What are we looking at here? Well, in order to get a better understanding, we need to look at a counterpart, because you need to have confirmation from other indexes as well. So let's take a look at the NASDAQ 100 index. And what we have here also is an uptrend that isn't broken yet. So despite the strong down day on Monday, the NASDAQ remained within its trend line and, in fact, made a new high on Thursday. So one of the things that we need to look at here is what is going on with the NASDAQ and why is it not behaving? And the question is, I really don't know. It appears that the pattern here is still an ending pattern, and so we may see the NASDAQ index break through the trend line, which would be quite bearish. On the other hand, we don't know that for certain yet. So the big idea here that I'd like to present to you is this is the one to monitor right here, the NASDAQ 100. You may have other charts that haven't broken their trend lines as well. So for those of you that are chartists, get out your favorite chart and take a look and monitor. Because I believe that the market will continue going sideways as long as the NASDAQ hasn't broken its trend line. We may be close to something like that here in the next day or two. So this being Friday, unfortunately, we often see the market ending on an up note and not a sour note. So if that's the case, this may not happen today. It may happen sometime next week instead. In the meantime, because the NASDAQ did make a very marginal new high, we have the risk of the NASDAQ attempting to do that yet again. I'm not sure where all of this is going to lead yet, so let's just sit back and watch the indexes here and see when they break. As of today, the break on the NASDAQ 100 is at about 1325. Now, each day it moves up about 5 to 7 points, so Monday it could be 1330 or 1332. So just be aware of that, and when it happens, then we have a confirmation that the uptrend is now broken and possibly something more bearish is about to transpire. I want to thank you for spending the time watching this video, and if you have any questions or comments, please contact me at tonyc@thepracticalinvestor.com. We have a subscription program that allows people to do a day-by-day, blow-by-blow monitoring of these indexes. And if you'd like to get in touch, you can either contact me through my website at www.thepracticalinvestor.com. Click on company on the far left of the bar at the top of the website and go into other services, and you'll see a description of the newsletter service that's being offered. As well, you can contact me through tonyc@thepracticalinvestor.com. I will reply to your contacts. However, it may take a while. My schedule is very busy during the day. Once the market opens, I'm actively trading. So just be aware of that, and if you'd like to get in touch, we certainly would welcome new visitors and new guests, as well as new subscribers to our service. And keep this in mind as you're going along here. Once this trend is broken, I'm not making any predictions about where it's going to go yet. Let's talk about that at some point later in a video, and in the meantime, be careful, watch those profits, and by all means, do the right thing. Thank you very much.